Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, the Chevalier, and you're welcome back to Helltaker. At the second circle, actually. Helltaker fan game. Let's go for Cerberus. Yes. Yes. This is the day with Cerberus. Now let me go for full screen. Thank you. Out of the way! A black and white blur attempts to shoot past you into the living room, only to stop halfway through the doorway. Oh my god, they're so cute. I love them. The shape resolves into three young women with white hair, all stuck cartoonishly within the door frame and madly scrambling over one another in an attempt to get free. A piece of rolled out pancake oozing chocolate pokes out of the corner of one of their mouths. Noticing your gaze, the other two quickly position themselves in front of their third member as best as they can, shielding her from your view. Ah, Master! We were just on your... Oh my god, they blink. Oh my god, they blink. Just on our way to, go outside and play, yeah! You were, after judgment grounded you for what you did to the mailman. We were only doing what Modi suggested. She always come up with the best games. I have warned you before about taking Modeus' advice when it comes to humans. Speaking of, I received a call from the hospital. It seems the mailman's pelvis is healing quite nicely, and once we finish paying his rehab bills, he won't be pressing any further charges. Oh, that's great, Master. Now, if you wouldn't mind helping us out. A furious voice echoes from the kitchen, cutting Cerberus off mid-sentence. What the hell happened in here? Where are my pancakes? Oh, there are paw prints all over the counter. Urgh! Where is the thrice-blasted good-for-nothing mongrel Cerberus? Cerberus cringes at the sound and renews her attempts to free herself from her predicament. Oh crap, she's really angry, Master. Now will be a good time for us for a daily walk. Well, I suppose I could use a little fresh air. Yay! Quick now! Go before she sees us! Ah, there you are! Cerberus' eyes go blank in mortal terror, but she managed to free herself from the doorway, slamming the door behind her. You and Cerberus make a mad dash for the car, and you leave the respectable strip of melted rubber on the driveway as you peel out onto the road. Phew, that was a close one. Yeah, we thought we were done for sure. You might still be. Lucifer rarely forgives and never forgets. You shouldn't stall one of Justice's pancakes. She's usually the one who indulges your pranks. Yeah, but there is no danger in that, and therefore no fun. It's not our fault that you and Lucy go half seas on the huge stick you got shoved up your ass. Watch it, I can still turn this car back around. That seems to sober them up. So, where are we going? I hadn't really thought about it. I guess we'll find out when we get there. Oh, we love surprises. Oh, they're so lovely. Look at them. Oh my god, I want to kiss their foreheads. 1, 2, and 3. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love them. The three of them spend the duration of the ride clustered around the window, eagerly and energetically commenting on everything they can see. After a short while, you arrive at the destination. They are so lovely, I love them. Alright, here we are. This is a park! Sure it is. It should be a safe distance away from the house. We will wait until out Lucifer temper here. Oh my gosh, we haven't been here in days. Do you know how long that is in Cerberus years? You are not certain of the exact conversion rates, but it seems safe to assume a lot of zeros are involved. Come on, let's go, we wanna play! As you all exit, Cerberus' bodies come tumbling head over heel from the boss. Her irrepressible excitement not about to let something like patience or demeanor get in between her and on the open extents of grass around you. Park, yay! Cerberus madly dashes to and from across the park, sniffing trees, unprodding plants, and chasing squirrels up trees. With some relief, you notice she still hasn't quite figured out how to climb up after them. Her collective energy never ceased to amaze me. The park is relatively empty with no other humans inside, a blessing, where Cerberus is involved, as it means you don't have to intervene on any of her activities to save innocent civilians' lives. In fact, she seemed perfectly happy to let to her own devices until... Master! Master! There is a weird-smelling person over there! They got a creepy clothes and everything! You can just make out the figures, lounging in the shade of an old birch tree some 50 yards away. Look at them, so excited. They are probably just taking their dog out for a walk. Best leave them to it. Okay, but we will keep an eye out for them for sure, for you, okay? I'm not worried. Cerberus continues to frolic in the grass, but keeps one pair of her 3 sets of eyes on the cloaked figure until the stranger seems to catch the hint and retreats into the recess of the trees. Oh, they are so lovely. I love them so freaking much. I want to kiss them and give them hugs and cuddle. These 3 women are amazing. Well, they are all one mind, but still they are so great. I feel like there are 3 individuals, actually, but, well, they are so lovely. I don't know what to say. As the sun reaches zenith, standing in its full light becomes uncomfortably warm. You sit down under the obliquely shady branches of an elm, and are eventually joined by a thoroughly exhausted Cerberus. All 3 bodies curl up in a pile next to you, and the soft sounds of their snores are almost sweet enough to give you diabetes. Your hand wanders from head to head, gently petting Cerberus' sleek, white hair as she dozes. You let yourself relax, and the warm summer air slowly lulls you to sleep. You awake to a slight ticking feeling on your right hip. Eyes still closed, you wonder if some small creature perhaps crawled into your pocket while you sleep, and was now trying to find its way out. Squatting next to you, with their shrouded eyes laser focused on their task, the clothed stranger from early delicately works your wallet even further out of your pocket. Their long fingered hands sticking your teeth with their subtle movements. They are so focused on removing your wallet, they don't even notice your strong fingers until you have wrapped them around the arm currently fishing around in your pocket. Hold up, let's take things nice and slowly here. Maybe you buy me dinner first. Damnations! In a blur of speed, her free arm shoots across your body, pressing a knife slightly against the base of your throat. I really hate doing things this way. I'm going to take what I came from. Just relax. There is no need to make a scene here. Wait just a minute. The knife frets a little more firmly into your neck. I don't recall asking for your opinion, just your wallet. You are suddenly filled with an overwhelming desire to let this mysterious mugger have your wallet. Slowly, carefully, not to antagonize the hand pressing a sharp blade into your neck, you release your fingers from the stranger's hand. And the stranger extracts your wallet. A small hand lashes out to hold their arm in a vice-like grip. You look down to see Cerberus, her eyes blazing. Oh my god, look at her, she's angry, and I love her expression, holding the would-be mugger's knife arm with fury blazing in her scarlet eyes. Steadily, she forced the mugger's hand away from your neck, her other 2 bodies crunch, ready to leap into action if needed. Mr. Stranger, I'm afraid you messed with the wrong guy. See, Master Taker, he's nice enough, but us? We really don't like people wanting in and taking what is in theirs. Especially when they look as creepy as you do, and smell so... Her eyes narrow, focusing an intent on the still hooded figure. The 2 bodies not currently holding into the mugger stiffen, and sniff the air intensely. Hold on. Wait, you are... Oh. With a sudden howl of fury, all 3 of Cerberus' bodies pounce on the stranger, knocking them backwards and onto the ground. Hey, stop it! Ow! Get out of here, and if I ever smell your ass as close as 3 blocks to my house, I will kick you straight back to the boy and myself, understand? This isn't over, mutt. Cerberus roars again, and the stranger beats a hastily retreat into the lingering shadows of the park. You and Cerberus watch as the stranger vanishes into the darkness. Turning to you as if nothing had just happened, Cerberus beams a sunny smile directly into your face. Good thing you remembered to apply your triple strength SPF adorable before you left the house. Can we go home soon? I'm hungry. In a moment. First though, what exactly was that all about? What was that all about? What just happened back there? Didn't you know that person who tried to mock me? What? Don't be crazy. This is definitely the first time we have ever seen her. Absolutely. 100%. Her, I couldn't tell it was a woman from voice alone. Or perhaps it's better to let the sleeping dogs lie, or lying dogs sleep, as the case may be. Regardless, I'm very grateful that you protect me. Cerberus, thank you. Of course, Master. Who else would make us pancakes if you got hurt? Good behavior deserves the positive reinforcement. I think a reward of some sort is in order. Yay! Now we go outside privilege at night, right? A sudden image flashed before your eyes. The town burned into the ground while Cerberus and Cedrada, high as kites, loot flaming appliances from shaded storefronts. No. But I will stop by the store on the way back home and refill our baking ingredients. We'll do some stealth baking, and then you can give Lucifer some almond cookies as a peace offering. Deal? Deal. Cerberus is odd and exhausting, but her happiness is delightfully infectious. Maybe I should take them out more often. Ah, she's so lovely, I love her. Okay, so we have done Cerberus, Modius, Apandemonica. Let's go for Malena. How many more are they? Oh my god, there are so many lovely ladies. Let's go for Malena because I have been recording for 12 minutes, which means we need another one. Let's go, Malena. You pull down the trapdoor that leads to the attic, and are almost immediately assailed by the sharp scent of strong liquor. So much alcohol has evaporated into the air that the attic that breathing it makes your head spin. This place looks lovely. Bottles lie strewn across the otherwise well-cleaned room, with the exception being the wooden desk in the far corner of the room, squatting upon which is a large black computer. Hello, Malena, I love you. I love you a lot, Malena. You're my best girl. Oh my god, you're so cute. You're so lovely. I love you so much. Slouching on an old leather couch at an angle incompatible with long-term back health, Malena calls peevishly at you from heavy-leading eyes. Take care. It's a bit early for a visit, isn't it? It's 12:30. Did I stutter? If there is daylight, then it's too early for me to be awake. Shielding her eyes from the faint, few streams of natural daylight filtering in through the curtains, Malena groans. Pass me that bottle, will you? The Eastman one. You grab the requested bottle of Uncle Instant Hermit Juice off of an nearby coffee table and walk over to Malena. You sit down next to the demon and hand her the bottle. Pulling the cork out with her teeth, she sucks at the bottle dry of liquor in 3 deep swings, tossing it carelessly behind her and into the garbage can. From the clattering of bottles against bottles, you conclude that the bin hasn't been emptied in quite some time. That or Malena fills it with extreme prejudice. So tell me, why exactly are you up here disturbing my beauty slump at such a dreadful hour? I have a packet for you. That better not be an euphemism for something. I'm not quite wasted enough for that kind of interaction. Nope, ship it. Judging from the shape, it's pretty sure it's one of the games you order. Eyes suddenly shining, Malena leans forward and snacks the brown wrapped package from you. She rips the top of the package off with her teeth and rummages around inside it with her free hand. She extracts a slim case from inside. Oh hell yeah! It's that copy of Hero Commander 3 that I ordered. I have been waiting all week to play this thing. I hear the AI is almost unbeatable at high levels. Hold up, you're telling me that there are games out that are harder than Vantage Master? Malina flashes a smirk at you that's half patronized, half pitying. Oh yes, you have no idea. That reminds me, Taker. Are we still on for our game session tonight? I'm just dying to take this game out for a spin. Games with a melancholic alcoholic? Sounds like fun. Well, there is something to look forward to anyway. One more thing. Could you pick up some curacao before tonight? I want to try making something new. Nighttime, and she looks even lovelier. I got you your booze. Now let's see this new drink. Alright, 1 second. Taking the bottle and turning her back to you, Malina walks over to the corner of the attic, where she has laid out various implements of cocktail craft, as delicately as a surgeon will set of scalpels. She boozes herself back still to you, as she mixes and pours liquid between two glasses. Oh, look at the animation, so cool! And there it is, the green iguana. It's nauseously green and looks cartoonishly radioactive. A thin light of white crystal lines the glass. Malina is rationing expectantly at you. Thanks. Carefully, you take a sip of the lurid drink. It's actually really good. How is it? It's delicious. The salt rim offsets the sweetness, used just enough to keep the fruit tones under control. Malina swims the drink around in her own glass sans rim. Yeah, that's what I have heard. That's what I have read. Something wrong? Why didn't you put a rim on your glass? I can't. Salt gets demon pretty fucked up, and not at all in a fun way. Oh, I thought that was just hearsay. Nope, it's real alright, and damn painful too. I once saw Sarada try to snort a line of kosher stuff. It knocked her flat on her fat ass for weeks. She couldn't even talk without shooting blood from both nostrils like some stupid cartoon character. She pauses for a moment, thinking to herself. Best 2 weeks of my life, actually. She downs her drink and she holds up her empty hand. Here, I will make us more while you move the computer over to the couch. As Malina pours another drink for the two of you at her improvised bar, you walk across the room and easily pull the table and computer over to the couch before sitting back down. Malina joins you a moment later, handing you a refill before flicking the computer on and inserting the game into the disc reader. The game boots up, backed by dramatic orchestral music. We didn't have the budget to compose for this game. We have started on hard difficulty, right? We are starting on hard difficulty, right? Like there is any other rational option. Damn straight. Now, are we playing on campaign or maybe survival mode will be better? Look, it even has a versus mode. Hard pass on that one. Competition isn't worth the bridge burn. Trust me on that. Survival then. Then, if we die early on, I get a turn. Like I'm going to let that happen. Hope you're comfortably sitting there, Chief, because it's going to be a long time before you get your turn in. Oh, I love them. Look at them. I'm going to take a freaking screenshot of this. Yes. She's so cute. True to her word, Malina plays the game like the seasoned veteran she is, and she cruises through the early game like a battleship on steroids, until... God damn quicksand! Why the developers would ever consider implementing a hazard that kills your units on contact with absolutely no warning is beyond me. My turn then. Any such advice? Yeah, get good or get off and let me try again. You do neither, and the two of you spend the next several hours in the attic, routinely swearing at the gaming turn. As the night begins to wrap up, the two of you slump sideways more and more until you are resting shoulder to shoulder on the couch. Aww. So, how does Hero Command 3 compare to the others we have played? The difficulty isn't all that it's cracked up to be, and the story may as well have been written by a chimp with a typewriter for all the shits I give. Sounds like you got something of a pattern going. What's that supposed to mean? You have done nothing but complain about the last 3 games you have gotten. I'm starting to think you are not actually enjoying them. These last few games like we have had all ended the same way too, with you getting mad at the game and spending the next couple days sulking, before you set your heart on a new game and we do the whole thing over again. So you're saying you don't want to play games with me anymore? That's fine. I'm perfectly capable of enjoying myself without your big dumb face taking up my peripheral vision. It's not that I enjoy playing games with you, it's actually quite a welcoming relief for the rest of the house. I just like to include a little more variety in our time together, that's all. I suppose your taste is in complete garbage. I guess I'd be willing to let you plan the next night. But whatever you find, it's better have screens, booze, and not be public. If you can find a thing that checks all 3 boxes, I will give it a shot. Deal. And whatever you pick, it's better not be fucking Dance Dance Revolution. That shit's way too kinky for me. You will have to give this some thought, unless you want the majority of your interactions with Malina to take place in the stale attic playing obscure video games. Awesome. And we are being like how many minutes? We are 21 minutes. We can give it another go. Tuk 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 tuk. Zedrada. Yeah, we can go with Zedrada now. The beautiful Zedrada. The beach demon, if I'm not mistaken. She's so lovely. Zedrada stands idly in the living room, smoking a cigarette from her seemingly never-ending supply. Lazy, she exhales a great cloud of smoke, letting it disperse before acknowledging your presence. Hey there, Taker, how's it hanging? Well enough. Will you mind explaining why you haven't taken out the garbage yet? Huh? Because I didn't want to? Who do you think you are talking to? Currently, a spoiled child. Me, a child? I'm not the one that sits around playing games all day or sits on the neighbor's lawn when they won't let her play with their cat. But you are the one who consistently refuses to do the most basic of chores. If you want to ride someone's ass that badly, go talk to Modius. I'm sure she'll be down for it. This is not negotiable, unless you're willing to sacrifice your pancake privileges. Hey, shit taker. I got a better idea. How about instead of making me take out the trash, you just take me out instead? Unless you are misreading the situation, Zedrada actually wants to go on a date? Nothing good can possibly come out of this. Yeah, sure. What's the worst that could happen? Nice. I get to pick the date side, right? Absolutely not. Now, if you don't mind, I got your job to do. So Taker, where are we heading? We could hit up the local smoker's bar, up for as little smoke and choke? Can't. Last time we went there, you got thrown out for playing knife finger with the regulars. And I fucking beat the house record. You do know the objective of that game is to avoid cutting yourself, right? Yeah, if you play by your pussy mortal rules, I wasn't up for blue bailing myself just to win a game. That's more Malinka shit. You worry me. Despite her proactive attitude, Zedrada's company isn't entirely unpleasant. As you walk down the street, your conversation is anything but banal. Zedrada seems to delight in taking life itself down a peg. Anything crossing her path she can't roast verbally, you have to step in to prevent her from roasting literally. Finally, you arrive at your destination. Cactus. Well, here we are. Really? But this looks like... a greenhouse? Fucking greenhouse? You were the person who was so eager to neglect her job. Now you get to help me with mine. Lucifer being complaining about the decor in the house. And asked me to pick out something colorful to brighten up the place. But does it have to be plants? If you gave me some time, I could have got a nice goat. Probably arranged. Those little bastards can really color a place up. You really don't want to know what she's talking about. We are sticking with plants for now. Probably something easy to take care of, like an arborvitae or a hedera helix. Check out Mr. Big War Botany Nerd over here. Check out Mr. Big War Botany Nerd over here. You ever gonna learn how to show me a good time? If being here is that insufferable, then help me find a suitable plant. I promise we'll leave as soon as we have what we came from. Fine. But after this, you and me are hitting the town proper, you hear? Bored, Cedrada wanders off between the rows of plants, aggressively belching clouds of smoke into the faces of innocent shoppers that stray too close to her. You content yourself with examining the ferns until... Hey Taker, you gotta check this shit out. Oh no, this is so beautiful! This is so freaking beautiful. This is gonna be the freaking... Oh my god. Turning, you see Cedrada aggressively brushing a small cactus at you. Oh god. What's the matter? You didn't tell me you have plants like this in the mortal world. It's just a cactus. You don't have them in hell? Nah, the ones we have in hell are fucking massive and covered in hollow needles that stab your body and suck out your... I think I get the picture, but what's with the enthusiasm? I didn't have you being as a botanist. As if you're telling me you don't see the bedroom applications of this little sucker? To be honest, you're kind of glad you'd never consider it, and you certainly can't wait to never consider it again as soon as possible. Well, if you're interested in taking care of it, and promise not to bring it anywhere near the bed, I suppose you can have it. She wrinkles up her nose in disgust. Me? Take care of it? Her pass on that front. Better put it back then. The demon girl once more retreats into the deeps of the store, muttering obscenities and curses under her breath. You return to browsing, they eventually call over the attendant to press for questions. You're a demon. You're totally a demon. Your name is Abby, hello. The dual-eye assistant slouches up to you. Judging from the look of her face, she's even less happy about being here than Cedrada. A small tag pinned to her lapel has Ivy writing on its smudged ink. Yeah? Can I help you or something? I'm looking for something hardy, a plant that can survive multiple attempts on its life. Preferably fire and dog proof, and if it can survive being watered by cheap vodka, that's also a plus. The assistant scowls, considering your question. Her answer comes slowly, almost reluctantly. I don't know, man. I just started this job and I don't have the patience to learn all this stuff. But I know one of my roommates keep a golden photos that just refuse to die. I have seen her chuck the bad boy out of the third-story window, and I didn't even particularly bother. Sounds like the level of chaos in our house lives is quite similar. Avi, Abyss, maybe? Avi cast a sidelong glance towards the far end of the greenhouse, where Cedrada can barely be seen behind a towering stack of potent plants. The few flowers visible from the bottom containers appears to be beginning for the sweat release of death as Cedrada balances another armful of spots on the precarious stack. Avi looks away before the inevitable crash and nods in solemn agreement. More than you think. You try to maintain eye contact with Abby, despite the general bedlam going on behind her. I think a photo should be fine. Would you mind showing me where you gave them? I have a feeling the sooner we get out of here, the better off everyone will be. Before you can answer, the automatic sprinkler lining the roof of the greenhouse kicks in, spraying you and Abby with icy water. The billowing black smoke of burning vegetation spews forth from one of the far islands as orange-red flames leaking over one of the fair display tables. From out of nowhere, Cedrada appears beside you, tugging at your arm. Man, such a shame about this place. It had such a nice vines, but we should probably leave for safety? You and I are going to have a talk about this later. The two of you manage to make it out of the greenhouse before it goes up in smoke. Briefly, you wonder how you could ever have expected a different outcome. Cedrada, goddammit. Well, now that that's over and done with, you still up for going out on the town? I suppose so. What's it to be? Why, Taker, I'm so glad you asked. Look at her smiling expression. What follows is a series of entirely unique yet equally horrifying social indiscretions. By day's end, you have broken both your records of most bars visited in one day and most bars forcibly evicted from in the same day. Clutching each other for balance, the two of you stumble back to the house at an ungodly hour. This late at night, there is only one member of the house reliably awake. Malena sits in a darkened living room, heavy-lidded eyes lit only by the blue light emanating from the television she's glued herself to. You know, Malinka, you really shouldn't have been up this late. All this blue light will make your tits go flat. Malena sighs in exasperation and pauses her game, turning to face her sister. Taking a swig from the paper-wrapped bottle beside her, she steadies herself. You got something to say, Cedrada? Say it before you pass out in a puddle of your own sick. Hey Malinka, check out the shit I pick up from you in town. From seemingly nowhere, Cedrada produces a small cactus from earlier and lobs it underarm to Malena, who barely managed to catch it in time. Careful, the little bastard's almost as prickly as you are. I figure you'd be a perfect match for each other. Seeing as the rest of us are out living large and taking charge while you're sitting here, dry as a desert. Go back to hell and leave me in peace. Malena chucks the cactus into the empty trash bin, where the pot shatters, sending stray clouds of dirt and shards of ceramic flying. Hey, what the fuck? I left that thing for you. So, cry me a river. I don't recall asking for something to take care of. Wasn't that your job, once upon a time? Cedrada grimaces and turns away, kicking open the back door as she returns to the abandoned RV parked in your backyard. She lives in an RV? You can hear her clicking her fingers as she goes, attempting to conjure a light for a new cigarette. You hope she doesn't set a fire to the recreational vehicle, but are far too unsteady to really do anything about it. You leave Malena to her games and crawl upstairs to bed. Awesome. I love this game so freaking much. I love this visual novel. Okay, so we have done 3 today. Cedrada, Malena, and Cerberus. Next we're gonna go Say So, Justice, and Judgment. But that is time for another episode. Thank you very much everybody for watching. I hope you had a blast. I was the Lost Chevalier, signing out. Bye bye.